What's up, guys? Tanner Pfeiffer here with Pfeiffer Football. I gotta say, if you still want Kevin Stefanski around, you're insane. The Cleveland Browns are cooked. Kevin Stefanski has been cooked for 2 years, at least the last 2 years. I wanted him gone 3 years ago, but that was a hot take then, and it's probably a hot take now. Nobody seems to agree with me ever when I have the hot takes of a head coach needing fired. Same with Miami head coach Mike McDaniel. Even though they did try to make a comeback today against the Chargers, they still didn't capitalize. So let's just take a moment and gather what the Cleveland Browns have accomplished over their last 18 million seasons, which is absolutely nothing. If you look here today, they did lose. Oh, hang on one sec. There we go. If you look here today, they did lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Aaron Rodgers 23-9, not even scoring a touchdown, but 3 field goals. They are not good. Kevin Stefanski is not good. He's known for his offensive-minded head coaching, but the Cleveland Browns have not scored more than 17 points in any game this season. That is 6 games into the season without scoring more than 17 points. That is absolutely terrible. So bad, okay? So the NFL website's not even updated yet, but you can look down here at the Cleveland Browns, who have played 6 games, but according to the website, 5 games, not scoring more than 14.6 points per game. That is going to go down, by the way. They're going to be around probably 11 to 12 points per game average. Terrible, dude. Terrible. And you guys are telling me that Kevin Stefanski is still the guy that needs to be there? No. It doesn't matter what quarterback you have playing. It doesn't matter who the head coach is right now. They're terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's not just a quarterback problem. It is a culture problem. And Stefanski might be a great guy, a great head coach, but it's just not working there in Cleveland. It's just not. He couldn't make it work with Baker Mayfield, who's now playing MVP level football. You couldn't make it work with Baker Mayfield. You're not going to make it work with Shedeur Sanders. You're not going to make it work with Dillon Gabriel. They are like 30 quarterbacks in. They've had like 30 different quarterbacks. No joke. Like 30 different quarterbacks start an NFL game for them over the last 4 or 5 years. It's been terrible. You couldn't make Deshaun Watson work via, he's got his own off-the-field mistakes. We're not even going to go into his off-the-field mistakes. Gosh, that is, that's a whole can of worms I don't plan to open. But we're talking about the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, everything, dude. Like, something's got to change. Somebody's got to go. All right, let's go and look at Kevin Stefanski records here. He's been in Cleveland. This is now his 6th year. 6th year, and he doesn't even have a 500 winning percentage. His first year, he went 11-5. Did they make it to the playoffs? They did. 1 playoff win. Well, he's coached in 2 playoff games. They won 1, lost 1. As of 2023, they did make the playoffs. They won 1 game, lost 1 game. So he's coached. But wait. Playoff games coached in 3. 3 playoff coached games in 6 years. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's like, oh, he's made the playoffs in 2 seasons. That's 1/3 of the seasons he's been there. On paper and out loud, it sounds good. And it can look okay on paper. But the stuff they put on the field week by week, everything they do, does not look good. It is not pretty. And something's got to change. Last season in 2024, you went 3-14. A 1.76 winning percentage. They finished last in their division. They have not finished first in their division. He's got no division titles. And that's a subdivision, by the way. It's not even an AFC. That is just their subdivision, which is the AFC North. They have not finished better than 2nd place ever under Stefanski. It's just the fact. His median rank, his average rank in the subdivision is 3.2 out of 4. I mean, basically, you're finishing dead last every single year. That's literally it. He's averaged almost dead last, or I guess it's closer to 3rd place rather than 4th. And he is in a hard division, albeit. Like, you got the Steelers, Bengals, and the Browns, and Ravens. The Ravens are off to a 1-5 start. And this is the time, dude. This is the time to win. You've got Joe Burrow out. Lamar Jackson out. You've got the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, a 41-year-old quarterback who's playing good, by the way. But if you had a time to capitalize, it was this year. And you're 1-4, not going to cut it. You haven't scored more than 17 points in a game this year. It's just, you're not cutting it, dude. Not cutting it. Despite making the playoffs in 2 years that he's been there, you haven't made it work. You just haven't. If we go and look at the 2023 season here by the Cleveland Browns, we're going to see who the quarterback was. Give me 1 second. We'll find it. Ah, yes, that's why. You had Deshaun Watson, who went 6-6 for you. And then you had Joe Flacco, who went 5-5. So let's see. You had 11. Well, wait, hang on a second. That doesn't make any sense. But really, you had... oops, that's why. So you had combined starters, 9 wins, 2 losses here. And you got helped. But you had Joe Flacco throw 13 touchdowns, 8 picks. Deshaun Watson threw 7 touchdowns, 4 picks. And then you had P.J. Walker get a win for you, and you had Dorian Thompson-Robinson get a win for you. So overall, yeah, 4, 5 is 9, 10, 11 wins, 5 losses. Overall, with 5 different quarterbacks getting a start for you, hey, you know, finishing 11-5 with 5 different quarterbacks starting for you that season, insane. I will give it to you, Stefanski. How you managed to make that work, unbelievable. But that's it. That was 2023. Joe Flacco was 38 years old. Deshaun Watson was 28 years old. Now he's 30 or 31, who's wasted the last like 6 years of his career, by the way. That's a whole other video that I'm not going to get into. Kevin Stefanski, guys, if you really are happy and you think he's still the answer in Cleveland, you're just dead wrong. Now, if they turn it around, if Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders comes in there and starts and leads them to the playoffs this year and next year, I'll eat my words. But I got to see 2 seasons, at least 2 seasons of back-to-back consistency before I trust a player or a coach. And you're not seeing it. You're not even seeing it. I just don't know what any Browns fan thinks. Yeah, you could get worse. If you fire him and you hire somebody else, it could go way worse. But right now, you're not going to go worse than a 1-4 start. And I doubt you're going to see the playoffs again under Stefanski, at least not for another 2 years. And that's if you want to give him 2 years. Tell me what you guys think about my takes there about Kevin Stefanski. To me, he should have been gone anyways. I don't even think they were that great in 2023. They just had a solid defense. And like I said, I'll give it to him. Managed to win 11 games with a mixture of 5 quarterbacks getting a start for him. But now I want to move on to Mike McDaniel. And I could save that for another video. I'm still not entirely sure yet what I want to do. Oh, okay. How about this? Just to further my point that the Cleveland Browns weren't even that great in 2023, we're going to go back here to the desktop, okay? And you're going to see total offense 2023 regular season right here. See my cursor circling it, right? You've literally got the Cleveland Browns about halfway, and they scored 23.3 points per game. And I can guarantee, let's see what their average rushing yards per game was. They were the top half of the league, 118 yards per game. I guarantee it may have been because of Nick Chubb if he was healthy. I'll have to actually look at that. But they guarantee that was it. But if you go and look at the total defense from 2023, I guarantee we're going to see the Cleveland Browns at the top. So they rode the defense the entire way. Look, there they are. I was a spitball chance, and I was like, you know what? I bet and I was right. You're going to see the Cleveland Browns at the top of that list, allowing only 270 yards per game and a 21.3 points per game average for their defense. Stellar defense in 2023. That's the only reason they managed to win 11 games. Not because of the offense, not because of the quarterback play. It was abysmal. Not because of his guru-ness when it comes to offensive play calling. None of the above. It was only because of their defense. Only because of their defense. And if you come and look at the defensive coordinator, it's Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz since 2023. That's the reason they had such a good defense. And they went 0-1 in playoffs that year and haven't made it since. Before that, it was Joe Woods. Before that, it was Steve Wilkes, who usually is a good defensive coordinator. Greg Williams before that, and I'm not even going to go on before and before that. But really, since Stefanski has been there, I think he's had 4 defensive coordinators. I want to say Greg Williams was there when he first started. But Jim Schwartz has been solid for them so far, but they still have a pretty stingy defense. So if you go and look... Oh, wait 1 second. Let's go and look so far at the 2025 regular season. Cleveland Browns still have the second best defense, allowing only 24.6 points per game. Pretty stellar. Oh, wait. That was overall. If you're looking at yards per game, it's way worse. Cleveland Browns, way back here, bottom half of the league, right? Total yards per game. That's crazy. It's crazy how stats work. Total yards per game, they're allowing the second least. But if you look at passing yards per game, they're allowing the fourth least. Rushing yards per game, they're looking good. Looking good. They're first in run stop. So I don't know. It's crazy. They're still performing well defensively, but they're at 1-4. Stefanski ain't the answer as head coach. Keep Jim Schwartz as defensive coordinator, because he's been doing good there as defensive coordinator. But just the offensive guru-ness that Stefanski was supposed to be, to me, has never even been there. They looked good one season. That was Baker's rookie year, I want to say. If it was even his rookie year, I don't even remember at this point. But, like, since then, guys, maybe one good season. And like I said, you got lucky, rode the defense for 11 wins. Stefanski, pack your bags, bro. You're out. You're out. If the Cleveland Browns knew anything about football, you would have been gone after last year. This is your 6th season there. 6th year in Cleveland. You guys have accomplished nothing. You've made the playoffs twice, surprisingly, somehow, but you've done nothing with it. You've not gone to a Super Bowl, and you're not going to go to a Super Bowl. Like I said, if you could somehow turn this season around, you've bought yourself some time. And the only way to turn this season around is to basically light a fuse somewhere by putting in Shedeur Sanders and seeing what he could do. I know Dillon Gabriel's only started 2 or 3 games, but you guys got to have some kind of spark plug. Maybe Shedeur Sanders is that answer. Maybe he's not. I'm not for sure. But your defense is the only thing that's helping you guys. Your offense sucks. Your offense sucks, Stefanski. It sucks. It's not just your quarterback play. It's like your receivers are cursed. You could have an all-star, all-pro wide receiver, which you did years ago with Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry, and you still managed to just absolutely, like, flop their careers. Flopped. Amari Cooper. You had Amari Cooper, and he still didn't perform great. He was still good there. Not great. Not what he was with the Raiders. Right? Now you have Jerry Jeudy, albeit always injury prone, but when healthy can be very, very dynamic. Done nothing. He's done nothing. I've seen a few drops from Jerry Jeudy, but he's done nothing. If you guys agree with anything I've said, just tell me in the comments below. If you disagree majorly with anything I said, also tell me in the comments below. But if you've made it this far, make sure you guys just smash that subscribe button. Helps me out very, very much. Leave a like on the video. Tell me what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy. Let's have a conversation in the comments. Join my Discord as well. Much love to you guys. Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, pack your bags, bro.